Hey folks, welcome back to another episode of Painting with Victor Rigoli. I'm Victor Rigoli with Victor Rigoli Fine Art and just doing another video today. I haven't posted anything in a while and I apologize for that. But I'm back in the studio. I just got out and did a little walking. I walked for several miles in the neighborhood and trying to take better care of myself and lose some weight and that kind of thing, but wanted to do a quick little video. But like I said, I'm here in the studio. And I'm going to show you something about a painting that I did that I started working on, yesterday. And I'm not real happy with it. I'm not happy with the way it's turned out. So I want to talk a little bit about that and this camera around here for you. And here's the painting on another easel that I have. And it's a pretty neat little scene. It's probably late in the evening, supposedly. Dark clouds in the distance. You got the dark bluish sky toward the bottom of the horizon. I haven't done the grass in there. There is some water reflection in the foreground, but I'm just not happy with this painting. This is about a, 20 by 22 inch canvas, something like that. So I'm just going to kind of zoom in a little bit on it. I probably didn't take as much time with this one as I should have, trying to match the colors, trying to, get the clouds in and the puffiness of the clouds and that kind of thing, and water reflections, there in the foreground, and getting all this color in back here. But I'm not going to, I debated, should I throw it away or should I keep it? I'm probably going to keep it for a little while and I can learn from it. I can learn what not to do next time. And I can learn, and I've already thought about this last evening and a little bit this morning, is take my time, be a little bit more patient, sketch out what I want to do. Some artists are just good about, I won't say slapping paint on the canvas, but they have the talent and ability to go in and start creating their clouds. I've seen some artists that will go in and, like right back up in here, they'll actually draw in, the shape of the clouds on both sides, okay, how it comes down. They'll do all that little sketching beforehand, and then it's kind of like their roadmap or their puzzle, and they're just kind of putting the pieces of the puzzle together. But this is just one that I'm just going to hold on to, and I'm going to just let it sit on this extra easel over here for a while, and just let it be a reminder to me to slow down. And I just encourage you guys out there that if you're painting and starting to paint, is one, just take your time, follow your little process. Hopefully you've got a process that you follow. One of the things I probably should have done with this is done maybe a little no-tan study, where everything is in like 2 or 3 or 4 different shades, kind of in black and white and that kind of thing. That might have turned out a little bit better, and also sketching things out on my canvas. I like to use watercolor pencils and doing my sketches and everything, and getting at least a little sketch down. And I loosely did that with this one, but probably in not enough detail. And no, it doesn't match the photo that I was using, but there are some things that I know that I can do better on. So I'm just going to leave it up there. And I would just advise you to just do that. You do a painting, you step away from it. Are there some things that I could do to fix this? Probably so. Do I want to take the time to do it? Probably not. But I do want to learn from it. But learn from your mistakes. That's how we get better. We paint. It may not turn out the way I like it and the way I wanted it to, but what did I learn from it? What did I learn from going through the process? Sure, there's some things in here that I do like. I mean, there's some clouds that are kind of up in this area here that are touching this little light pink colored sky clouds in the background there. I like that. I like these little light gray clouds that are over in here. These clouds, the shape of them over in here, I kind of like a little bit better than the big black blob that I've got over here. I just don't like the shape of that and the color. I mean, I didn't use any black or anything like that. I use a combination of ultramarine blue and some burnt umber, and then sometimes I would add in a little bit of raw umber to get that dark gray color, black color, and then I added some titanium white to lighten it up and everything. And then sometimes I might come in with a little Payne's gray and do that. So, but I didn't use any black, and I do have some of the dark black color, black out of the tube. There is some dark blacks looking color in the painting, but it's not from the tube. Okay. So, but anyway, yeah, I used a little bit of Payne's gray in the horizon down there, right above where the water line's going to be. There's a little bit of the real dark horizon, and then you get into these blue colors. The blue colors, the more I kind of studied the photo, the more, as I looked at it, I think this morning when I got up here real early, I started noticing a little bit of what I thought was maybe some ultramarine blue. So I just took some ultramarine blue and kind of did a little glazing and added that in there. I did use a little medium to help speed the drying up on the blue and that kind of thing, and from last night. And so I was able to come in and just, add some ultramarine blue to it, and it really changed it up and that kind of thing. But will I do it again? Will I try to do this painting again? I doubt it. But I did learn from it, and that's the key. And that's the point I want to make today is it's a process. It's a learning process. Every painting we do, we learn from it, whether it's good or bad. We have to go through a lot of the bads to get to the good. And it's almost like in sales. You got to go through a lot of no's to get to the yes. Okay. So you got to go through no's to get to the yes. So take that in consideration. You're going to do some bad paintings. Not all of them are going to be masterpieces. Not all of them are going to be like, you're not going to do 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10, just gorgeous, knocked it out of the park, perfect kind of paintings. It might be 1 out of 10. It might be 2 out of 10. But that's okay. What did you learn in the process along the way? I've got a lot of paintings that I did years ago that, I just got them hanging around, and I look at them and says, gosh, I learned something from it. I've gotten better. I think I've gotten better over the years that I've been doing this. And yeah, we can always get better. So that's the thing that I want to encourage today is just look at ways that you can get better and continue to paint. But anyway, thanks guys for tuning in and checking out the video today. Please like and subscribe to the channel, trying to help the channel grow. If there's anything you'd like for me to cover, please don't hesitate to, leave me a comment below, and I'll do my best to do a little video on that out there. But anyway, take care everybody, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye now.